Hey guys, I'm Koko. Welcome to Survive the Blackout. This is a narrative survival game set in a dark post-apocalyptic world where we have to manage our squad, explore, scavenge, make difficult moral choices, and most importantly, survive, or at least try to survive. This game is being developed and published by Baby Bison Games, and it's releasing on Steam today, 6th of February, so go check it out. Go wishlist it if you like it, and consider supporting the devs if you think this could be a good game for you. But let's jump in and let's figure out how this actually works. We couldn't have anticipated this, no one could. 3 months ago, all electric devices overcharged and burned out. People called it the blackout. Accidents and disaster that followed took a toll on the population. No family was unharmed by the blackout. Cut off from the rest of the country and unable to find any authorities, all we could do was watch our world fall apart. Chaos ruled the streets, nowhere was safe. Then the light appeared, a beacon of hope in the dark. Our choices were stay here and die, or try to reach it. We were luckier than most. We found a doctor, and he knew the way to the light. He convinced us that there was still hope and took care of us. When he doubted, with his nerve and strength, he reassured us that we were safe and in good hands. This morning we found him, his own light extinguished. It is up to us to reach the light now. Oh, well done. So, we get to choose a leader. I believe we're going to be starting with 3 of these guys, but we get to choose who is going to be the leading man. And I believe some of them, are still locked. A child cannot be leader. And Jack and Sanvi are locked. But we have Sarah, a mysterious woman with a tongue as sharp as a knife. Strong appearance, dressed in motorcycle clothing, inseparable with her helmet. Her cat-like smile sometimes makes you wonder if she meddled in some fishy affairs. She's a survivalist. We can't pick Anne, I believe, as a... we can't pick her. And we have Boris. Boris left Ukraine to find a job and a better life. He thought that the hardest time is past him, but during the blackout he lost his family. Now Boris won't let anyone close to him get hurt. He will save them at all costs. He's idealist. And we have Alex, who is also a survivalist, just like her. Before the blackout, Alex was a skilled mechanic. He's too young, you say? He has what it takes for the job, and more. This boy knows his way around all kinds of technical stuff, not only cars. I think we're gonna be taking Alex. He seems like a nice guy, with a jacket like that. Let's go. Collapsing governments, I love that. Alright, so this is kind of how the game operates over here. We have to make decisions, and when it comes to combat or looting and stuff, we have to make quick decisions because there's going to be a timer rolling around. So we're going to have to be fast on our clicking over here. So we have Alex, we have Sarah, and we have Anne joining us. As I said, we're gonna have 3 people, and I think 2 were locked. We can see their bio over here. Let's actually read Anne's bio because we didn't read her before. Anne is alone in this world. She feels it's safer to hide and fight, but that doesn't mean she's weak. Her age can be an advantage. Even some real bastards sometimes have a soft spot for children. Anne is on her own. Will she manage now without her parents and her sister? Well, she's got Alex and Sarah. The kid, you're small and underestimated. Well, that's kind of cool. Sarah's got Viper's agility. You can silently scout most places without being noticed. And Alex, handyman, you can build almost anything from scratch, which is kind of cool, That's useful. There's their inventory. There's morale, stamina, food. I would like to try saying this, but I'd rather not. Food. We'll call it food. So. He has hanged himself. Yesterday, we had a clear goal set by the doctor. We were to find his old friend, Frank, to stock up for the road. Today, we found a doctor outside like that. He left us. Why did he do that? So we can't choose Boris because there's no Boris in this group. Okay. We have to bury him. Should hurry. Or let's search the body. Sure. You can see that if we mouse over these things, it's sometimes, like on this one, it highlights the morale. I'm guessing if we hurry, it's gonna lower our morale if we don't bury him, So I'm actually gonna go search his body. And we took the body down and began searching it. It wasn't a pleasant task, but we found a few items. Some cigars, a lighter, unmarked medicine, and a letter. So we got some meds now, you can see. We have meds, food, energy drinks, and mood boosters up here. We can take the items, but read the letter later. Leave the letter with the body, read it out loud, destroy it. We're gonna read it later, maybe. That's fine. One of us read the letter. Someone had to know what it contained. For now, we shouldn't let it disturb us from the mission. We'll look at it when we have more time. Yes, let's go. Hope you buried him, boys. With heavy hearts, we came back to the house. The doctor's backpack stood on the table. A painful reminder of his absence. We were about to move out. That was our last stop. Let's search the house, maybe. I'm not gonna go through his belongings. That just sounds wrong. So this is the search part over here. And that's the danger level. Each action you take, you know, the danger increases and we might get ambushed. A photo of a happy family. Kids laughing and adults looking at each other. With sheer love in the eyes. Where are they now? You found a leather jacket. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna take it, yes. You can see the danger level is going up here. And in our inventory, we should now have a leather jacket. I don't know. I think we have to camp to access inventory. You push the handle, but the door seemed to be locked. What we do? We don't have a crowbar. We don't have Boris. But we can let Alex tinker with the door. Danger increased, but we got through. There's nothing there. And we found some food. That's actually fantastic. That's great. I'm gonna exit. Hopefully no ambush. Yeah, okay. You know what? The road awaits. So we set off. Hope we'll not regret it. The light may be our only hope. We have to try. It will be a long road. Alright, this abandoned building gave you chills on the spine. The wind howled as if there were some ghost trapped inside. You know what? Yeah, let's look through the broken window. As you peeked through the window, you saw a dining room. No ghosts, no other people inside. Even the wind for a moment stopped howling so loud. You know what? Let's search it. Let's see if we can find some. Ooh, that's a big house. I don't know if there's like difference. It's important where you look for these things. Like, I don't know if you should search the TV or something. Let's search over here. A cane. I don't know what a cane can do, but sure. Nothing. Knife? Covered in blood, but it's a knife. You know, that could be useful. Maybe as a weapon. Anything? Let's see if we can open the door. I'm gonna push the danger level up high. Maybe it's gonna give us a chance to see how it looks when we have to run and fight, potentially. Exit. No, nobody ambushed us. That's good. It's time to go. Let's leave. Onwards to glory. There was a small town, barely a village. Along the road, it seemed abandoned, but we could spare the time to search it for supplies or useful items. She saw the deep in your heart. Something deep in your heart, I think she said. Or he said. We should search the town. Let's check one or two buildings. It should be enough. I'm gonna check one or two, maybe. We searched through the first few houses and found nothing useful. As we went deeper into the town, we saw curtains flickering in some of them. We realized we were being watched. You know what? I think we should leave. Who knows who could be there? Let's leave. Yeah, probably for the best. Something moved in the thick bushes next to the road. There wasn't much sound, except for abandoned fields and some single houses in the distance. Let's wait and see if it moves again. We silently waited for the bushes to move again. After a short while, two kids, a boy and a girl with a pretty big backpack, went out of their hiding. We can take it from them, but that's gonna make everybody sad. We could help them with our food, but that's our only food. Let's see what happens if we help them. We gave them food and the boy swiftly grabbed it from our hands. They ran away to the fields as the devil himself chased them. You know what? Well, at least they won't be hungry. But we will be. Actually, hey, we have two food. It's okay, I guess. We came across a small campsite hidden in a dense thicket on the side of the road. It was empty, but the campfire was clearly extinguished recently, as there was still smoke coming off of it. Yeah, let's actually go closer. We got closer to the campsite. There was nobody there, but we found some fresh fruit, which we ate immediately. Should we look around the tent? Oh, that boosted our satiety? Food, yeah. Food. It boosted our food. Should we look around the tent? Someone was here recently. Why is it highlighting energy and... Let's see. Someone is coming. Okay. It did increase our morale, I think, but lowered our stamina. We hid in the very last moment before a group of angry young men came back to the campsite. Luckily, they immediately started arguing about something, and we snuck out. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I don't know why she's carrying that helmet with her. We saw a shopping center on the horizon, always crowded before the blackout. Now it was completely derelict, like a place from horror stories. Sarah could check it. Alex, maybe we could start one of the cars. Ooh, that would be nice. I would like to see if he can start one of the cars. In the parking lot, Alex tried to start several engines, but to no avail. For a moment, his hope faltered, but then he muttered with anger that at least in the light, something should be working. Well, I guess we can say to himself that won't happen again. Let's search the nearest store quickly. Still found something in the nearest store, and that made up for the time we lost. Alex fell down, and he didn't manage to turn on the engine. Yo, you'll make it work one day, buddy. I think we found one food, actually. Oh, it's getting darker. Oh, that's danger. We walked through some stuff. Let's break through by fighting with a smaller group or distract them. Let's fight with a smaller group, I guess. Our maneuver surprised the bandits. We easily broke through their ranks. Let's run while we can. We did it. We ran away at the cost of our strength. We managed to save our lives. Yeah, let's run further. Good. Our HP, I believe, dropped, and energy is crappy. I'm gonna click this. So we're gonna set camp next. As we moved down the road, we noticed an old fast food restaurant next to the road. We immediately became hungry at the thought of snacks and coffee we'd hope to find there. Oh, there used to be toys. Let's use Sarah because she's sneaky. Through the open door, we saw a man pacing around the restaurant holding a gun. He didn't see us. Let's take what we can and run. Yeah. While we searched the room, one of the storage boxes fell on the ground. Someone rushed to us from the main hall. We grabbed something last minute and fled, barely avoiding gunshots. We were lucky. Okay, so we should be camping, right? Yeah, camp will be set soon, because these people are out of stamina. So, we can ask what they shall do. Let's have her open the inventory. So we have a blanket. Blanket necessary for good night's rest, enhanced stamina increase. We have a letter. Doctor's testimony of last hope. Something broke him. Sacrifices or the road. Jacket. A sturdy leather jacket. Decreases fatigue while walking. I think we're gonna give that to maybe Alex. Her stamina is fine. Kane? Oh, this is the same thing. Knifeu? Trusty knifeu wouldn't handle. Good for close combat and cutting things down. I'm gonna give knifeu to her, I think. Equip that. There you go. This is fine. Alex, let's give you... You know what? We should give Kid the blanket. That's true. So the jacket... Yeah, you can have the jacket, buddy. Thank you. And you should get the blanket. And you can have the cane. There you go. Alright. We can also talk with others. So, Alex, talk to the others. Are you okay? That's about it. Yes, no, I miss my family. Wow. Let's go for short break, short nap, long sleep. Let's go for a short nap. Okay, that boosted our stamina a bit. Let's go for another short nap, maybe. Yeah, we're okay on morale. She's very happy. Okay on stamina. Food is not the best. We could maybe feed everybody because we have 3 food. So, let's see. Manage resources. Take food. Sarah took food out of our backpack. Should she use it? Yes. Nom nom on that. Okay, she ate 1 food. And her food has increased. Okay, let's do the same with him. Manage resources. Grab food. I don't think we need medicine quite yet. Nobody's that injured, I think. And you get our last food. There you go. Nom nom on that. Alright. Well done. I think that's good. Do we need a short nap again? No. We can hit the road, I think. We can go onwards. We pack the camp swiftly. Let the light awaits us. Let's go. Let's go, boys. On the way, we found an empty overpass. Suddenly, we heard a cry coming from below. Was it a child crying? What shall we do? Wow. A kid here on their overpass? Ridiculous. You know what? We have to check it. It sounds like a baby. As we approached car wrecks, we saw an unconscious woman holding a baby in her arms with a bag kept close to herself. The baby stopped crying when it saw us. We could steal her bag, but that's like a dick move from us. We could help her. She might be alive. That's gonna take our meds. We revived the woman. No, everybody's happy about that. She fell unconscious after she fled from some bandits, but her husband wasn't so lucky. She thanked us. She hasn't eaten in days. I'm not gonna steal her bag. We can't share food because we don't have food. I'm sorry. The woman was still grateful that we revived her and didn't rob her. She still had to gather her strength before moving on. Sure, and let's see what you're gonna say. She was so miserable. Alright. A lonely woman came running towards us. She begged us to help her sick son, whose condition has been getting worse for a few days. It appears that she needed more meds and food. Well, unfortunately, we don't have anything. I'm sorry. Sorry, lady, we just don't have stuff. And now everybody is unhappy. Oh, I was just trying to drink. Sudden commotion in front of us. Check it carefully, sure. A few drunk men are fighting each other right now. Their backpacks lie there unprotected. Sure, grab the backpacks quickly. Try to filter things. They noticed that. Drunk as they were about to catch us. What shall we do? Threaten them with a knife. They stepped back. One of the men tried to provoke us while the others struggled to drag him away. They left their backpacks, but we didn't find anything useful in there. That's interesting. Let me drink now, game. Okay. Need to hydrate from so much reading. Okay. You approached an abandoned patrol station. The place was deadly calm. Alright. Let's get inside. Why not? The main store is completely devastated, but you saw a breach in the wall that could lead further. Let's look around. Alright. We can open. The dangerous level going up. Oh, nice. Food. Good stuff. Nothing. Alright. I felt there's gonna be nothing. Nothing and nothing. Ooh, our threat is high. Been a great impression on you as you left the place. Well, we got one food. Some energy, mood busters. We have some stuff. We need to be careful, she says. We found an abandoned factory on our journey. The sign suggests that it used to produce some canned food. The gate was shut, but we noticed that the warehouse door was open. Well, Sarah is the sneaky lady, right? He's saying he was gonna jump ahead, but I think he's just playing a hero. Let's use Sarah. The gate didn't even creak when Sarah silently opened it. We tiptoed among warehouses, hoping for easy loot. Inside we found plenty of canned food. What should we do now? Let's have a peek inside, maybe? We peeked inside to see a bunch of armed people there. The factory must have been a trap to lure passerbys and rob them. No, we're not gonna trading with them. Yeah, sneak back. As it looked like a trap to lure passerbys, we decided to go back silently. Fortunately, we managed to flee unnoticed. Leave unnoticed. If we had a jack, we could have done something else. That's okay. On the road sideways, we saw a poppy covered with blood and two female corpses. Whoever left them here, he didn't bother to hide or bury them. One of them had another poppy tucked in her hair. That's sad. We could look for clues, bury them, see what Anne thinks. Anne trembled with fear as she looked at the bodies. Girl next door looked like that, she said with a weak voice, but we won't end like that. We will find the light. Yes, we will, Anne. Hey, that made her happier. Anne exhaled. She couldn't calm down as this sight was depressing for her. No kid should see all this blood and damage done to the girls' bodies. We have to be strong, and we have to be strong. A girl sat under a tree with a book in her hand. Strange sight to be seen after the blackout, taking into consideration the surrounding turmoil. Sure, let's talk to her. Don't come closer, she said in a firm voice as if you were equals. If you have anything for exchange, we can talk. Otherwise, I don't have time for you. What do you need? I need meds and food. I have some energy bars, she said with a strong voice. Why heal alone? I'm not alone. My family is nearby, she said coldly, stepping back. After such question, no wonder she didn't trust you. You know what? Walk her a bit? That's gonna end well, yeah. Godspeed. She wished us the same and soon disappeared from our sight. She must be brave, sure, to read a book. She must be brave to read a book. We found a sign nailed to one of the trees. We were near Frank's camp, the one that, according to the doctor, was supposed to help us. There is still hope. The fact that the camp was close renewed our hope and strength to push on. Yeah, we still have to be on guard. This part of reaching the camp could have been the most dangerous. Wanderers would let their guard down, thinking about the safety of a promised safe haven. We shouldn't linger there either. I agree. Let's go. It's gonna be nighttime soon. Maybe we should set camp. Yeah. Although our energy is quite okay. A shrieking sound woke you up from your thoughts as you followed the road. What was that? Let's check it. I want to know. It looked like you found an abandoned nursery with playground. It must have been filled with kids before the blackout happened. Check the building, not the playground. The building was barricaded and graffiti was all over it from the outside. We don't have Boris, so let's just go. When pushed around about on the playground with chills in our spines, we moved on. Yeah, that's probably very creepy. Camp? Let's camp, boys. Did we find anything new? I don't think so. We got a letter, that's still thing. You want to read a letter? Actually, let's have our... not the kid. Our leader read a letter. Equip that. You want to read it? Talk with others. Alex, will you make me a wooden horse? Wow. I've never carved wood. Well, you should have said yes. Also, you know, what do you want with a wooden horse? You're gonna stick it up your... Actually, no, she's a kid. She's a kid, Coco. Chill. Let's take a short nap. Maybe before we go onwards. Or just a short break. Maybe just a short break, you know? That's fine. A bit more energy. Let's hit the road. Let's go onwards to glory. Back to camp, and on we go. Morale is pretty good right now. A girl crying sat there under a tree. She looked utterly devastated. Observe her? Oh boy. The girl noticed us and begged for help with such desperation in her voice that moved us deeply. Only a second later, before she could even read, that knife! You little... Sarah reacted immediately, putting her to the ground. The girl howled and jumped to retreat. Wow. Well, Sarah, you beast. A dog barked at you. It stood in front of a derelict house. What shall we do? Don't throw a stone at the dog. What is wrong with you? Are you kidding me? Call the dog. Hey, puppy. The surprised dog whined, looked at you suspiciously, and ran away. Well, let's search the place then. That thing. Ooh, great. Energy drinks. Nice. Nothing. Door's locked. Alex, tinker with it. Nothing and nothing. Well, one energy drink is fine. As you left, the dog observed you from the bushes with sheer curiosity. It could be a good place for self-sufficient living. I don't know if you can actually settle. Let's see what that does. Oh, it's just a thought. Okay. A stray dog, again, came up to us. Knee-high, didn't look very dangerous. Maybe it's lost. Maybe it lost its owner. Let's wait a bit what he does. You waited, but you don't see anyone else. Oh, a doggy. Yeah, maybe Anne's gonna get a doggy. Anne calls the dog and it runs up to her, wagging its tail vigorously. Pet it. The dog was happy for petting and attention, but clearly something bothered it. It scuttled away for a moment and it came back to Anne as if it wanted us to follow it. Maybe we can keep the dog. You know what? Let's follow it. Let's see what the dog says. What does the dog say? As you follow the dog, you wander off the road into the bushes. Except a few ticks, there should not be anything worse in there. Okay, go on. Hidden from the road, a man was lying there, grasping at his air heavily, coughing. Fire almost flickered out, and he was very cold. Clearly cold. The dog immediately ran towards him to lick the man's face. I don't think we can help him. We don't have any medicine. I'm not gonna rob the man. I'm not that horrible quite yet. Help the man. As you come closer, you see that he's in very bad condition. We don't have medicine. Try to look for the meds around. Maybe he had something. Yeah, let's do that. You look through his backpack, but there's nothing more. Probably he used up all his resources earlier. The man opened his eyes for a second, then passed out. He was probably dead. Maybe the dog will come with us, but I doubt it. The dog growled as we moved towards its owner. It wasn't the same friendly dog we saw before. He sat over its owner's body and howled. Another victim of the blackout. Yeah, that's sad. I wanted a dog. In the distance, a strange man staggered towards us. Was he drunk? Suddenly he sat under a tree, breathing heavily and closed his eyes. Okay, so this is idealist. Check on the man. Survivalist, we can rob them. Loner would be watching. Let's see if we can help him. We're playing the helpful playthrough this time around, shall we? Please, sugar, don't let me sleep, he whispered. He struggled to keep himself away. awake. Sure. He grabbed some candy bar from his backpack and gave it to the man, who soon felt a bit better. If it wasn't for you, he would have fallen into a diabetic coma. In return, he handed you some canned food. Nice. Good. Well, this is the world now, yeah. This is the way. Indeed. A thick old tree fell a while ago on the road. It blocked our way completely. Jack. I like that. I mean, it's a tree. You can climb over a tree. Come on. Okay. Well, we were ambushed. Let's see if we can break away. We struggled, but it only made matters worse. We have nothing. They furiously checked our backpacks to discover we have nothing. Oh, okay. At least we're alive. We actually have stuff. I guess our lives were fine, but our health is not. I think we're gonna camp. Oh, we don't have any medicine, so it doesn't really matter, does it? At least we can feed people. This mansion surely had seen its better days. Half burned, the other half was a sad reminder of its former glory. Go to the garden, sure. The garden wasn't that unkempt, as nature hasn't claimed the terrain back yet. A dog wandered to you, barking. Let's go to... Oh, as you ran into the house, you saw that it won't give you any protection. Also, the dog followed you, angered by your step. Tame it somehow. You didn't manage to tame the animal. To make things worse, you suffered severe bites. You had no choice but to run. Oh boy. Severe bites, you say? We needed that medicine, I think. Medicine. We need medicine. Okay, is anybody hungry? I think we're gonna feed Sarah. You know, he's the leader of this group. He's like, yeah, let's feed the girls. Nom nom on that. Alright, we don't have inventory. Nom nom on that. That's all of our food, right? There you go. And I guess we can give Alex some energy drinks or something. He can enjoy that. We have to. Give him some energy drinks. There you go. What a man. Okay, let's all take a short nap. A short break is gonna do it. He's quite hungry. She's quite injured. So we're gonna have to do something about that. Ah, the light awaits. Yes, I agree. The road stretched out into the horizon, calling us to take up the journey. Before moving on, we might want to look around, shall we? Yeah. Kane. Sarah wants to suggest something. Sarah, want to suggest that we should try and stock up to ensure a better start? Sure. Yeah. Scout ahead. You know how to do it. Sarah quickly vanished in the fog. She came back just as we started to worry. She has found something. Sure, let's go to the place she found. Maybe he's gonna have medicine. A strange pair approached you. A bit timid at first, desperately tried to start a friendly chatter as they had something on mind. I don't trust you. But let's listen to you. The two brightened up. From small talk, they soon switched to religion. Oh, Jesus. With visible neophyte zeal. Apparently, their religion explained the blackout. I will politely change the topic. After several failed attempts to switch the talk to their fate again, they finally bid you a sad farewell as they pitied you. Yeah. Naive kids. There you go. The day was very hot. We got off the road to walk in the shade of the forest. After a while, you came across a dead deer. Flies were all over it and it started to smell. It's definitely not fresh. But I'm interested in what killed it. Sure. Upon closer examination, you discovered the deer was shot. The wound wasn't lethal and it could have ran quite a distance before dying. Whoever killed it failed to track it down. Yeah, it's starting to smell. We're gonna go onwards. Even if the shooter failed to track the deer, they could still be in this area. Let's put some distance between us. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, her energy is not that great. We finally got to the camp, or rather what was left of it. There was mostly trash around us and it seemed like stuff that people left behind as they left this place. Let's make sure this place is safe. Wandering around the camp, we found a large tent that must have belonged to someone important. It was right in the center of the encampment. Let's check inside. Inside we saw a stack of abandoned papers, notes on the situation in the region. It must have been the leader's tent, Frank's. That was the man the doctor mentioned. Let's look at the state. Apparently, diseases and robbers hit the camp so hard that Frank decided to move on to another safer place. The last few notes mentioned planned to relocate. Oh, god damn it, my I tapped out accidentally. Yeah, relocate people to safety. Secret. You know what? Is there anything useful? Unfortunately, everything useful has already been scavenged. We have to find them, sure. Look around, I found tracks and drag marks leading mostly in one direction. There was a chance we would be able to follow this trail to where these people have gone. Alright. Onwards. While we walked down the road, we heard crying from the nearby ditch. A woman asked us for help. What shall we do? She says we have to help her. But how? We don't have medicine nor food. The woman broke her leg while she searched for food for herself and her little daughter. She was lucky that we found her, and crouched at her feet, clearly concerned. We can't leave her like that, sure. As we patched her up, the woman was grateful that Anne distracted her as it made the pain more bearable. Then we walked her to her daughter. Take care, you two. Don't forget about me. Yeah. We're very tired. Let's see if we can camp. Yeah, they're tired. He's very hungry. Oh boy. Let's take a short nap. Let's hope he doesn't starve. He is indeed starving. Our leader is starving, my friends. Sarah, you grab that energy drink. You here? Okay, we have to go. The two are pretty hungry. She's injured. I have a feeling this is not gonna end well. But at least they're happy. At least they're happy. While walking down the road, we found a broken bike and dried up body of a postman lying next to it. His bike was beyond repair. Check his bag. His bag contained some packages and letters, all food rot already, but some of the packs contained meds and rare brands of cigarettes. Funny, some of the letters were sent after the blackout. Sure, open some letters. Going through letters, we found fragments of stories, people trying to find their loved ones or worrying about the future. The postman carried not only paper but also people's hopes. We will remember that. Did we get any stuff? He said that there should be stuff. Cigarettes, you know? Maybe mood boosters. We found ourselves at a crossroads, leading either to farmlands or lakes. Which path should we choose? Maybe you can fish in the lakes. Let's try. Oh, I think we got to a new region. Cool. Lakes. We reached the lakes. Its still beauty was seemingly undisturbed by human presence, but the lakes seemed to take up much more space than we remembered. All right. Maybe we can find some fish. Oh boy. Oh boy. Someone was following us, a kid, too scared to approach the camp. Turns out Alex was leaving his rations for him. When we found out, it was too late. Alex starved himself to death. The kid was gone. Oh no. Yeah, he did starve. She's gonna starve next. Oh, she's sad now. He said, stay and bury the body. We put Alex to his final rest. Exhausted from digging the hard ground, we found strange comfort in the thought that whatever grim fate awaits ahead, one of us is safer from further harm. Oh boy. Oh boy. During your journey, you found a store. It looked like a typical small city store that covered most of the merch such a place would need, from alcohol to cosmetics. Check the back door. Yeah. The back door was barred, so you couldn't get in this way. However, it seemed that no one would bother you if you come inside from the front door. Let's risk. We need food and medicine. Some handwritten notes. If you read this, I already hit the road as planned. You know where to find me. Please come and catch us as soon as you can. Boys miss you. Nothing there. Nothing there. Wow. We can't open these because we don't have Alex anymore, so it's all useless. Oh. No food. It's time to move on. From distance, you saw a dirty kid sitting in front of a house, sobbing. After a moment from inside the house, his name was called, and the kid shrugged but didn't move. Go closer to the house. As you approached the house, you heard some screams and shouting that stopped the moment you put your feet on the cracking porch. Knock? Father of the Year. Drunk, head of the family opened the door, trying to take up as much space as he could to block your view. Still managed to see his wife hiding in the kitchen, clearly terrified. Kick him in the nuts. The man landed on his knees. His wife yelled at you to leave him alone. Understood, you won't change them. You tell the kid and his sister, you don't have to stay here. They're afraid. If they don't want to be helped, the road awaits. Yes, indeed. As you go, you see the oldest daughter furious at you for what you've done. Nothing will change with savers like you, she hissed. You know what? Blackout only triggered what was wrong earlier. There you go. There you go. We're gonna be starving soon. From distance, we still heard the father of the year yelling at his family. It's not our problem. Let's go. Can't do much about it. I wonder if you can get more survivors in the way. We noticed an abandoned van on the shoulder. The vehicle had spots of rust all over the body, and it was hard to tell whether it contained valuables. Should we stop to check it out? Observe it. It's probably locked. It's going to be a waste of time. Observed it for some time, but nothing happened. It seemed like a regular abandoned vehicle. What shall we do with it now? Can we get inside somehow, Anne? Anne managed to grab some of the provisions, but she scratched herself badly. Tearing up, she handed the goods to us. She didn't complain about the pain. We got food! We got food, boys! We did need. We got the food. You know what? We needed those provisions. Let's camp. We're gonna feed, I think she's more important. I'm sorry. Than Anne. Nom nom. Yes. Eat that. Let's take a rest. Just a short break, just to get some more stamina. Let's go. Let's go. See how far we can make it. Oh boy. Strange group came closer. They seemed insane. Pull out. They stepped on our toes, not going to let go. Defend ourselves. We have a knife. We choose to fight, and the combat was challenging. The others grabbed us, and we break away. I'm sure I finally managed to break. Let's run. Okay, we're still alive. Didn't die. I found a torn-up backpack covered in dust as it lied there for quite some time already. Some of its contents lied on the road. To make it worse, you felt stench coming from somewhere. Checked up the backpack. Apparently it was already searched once as someone was looking for something specific inside, leaving a notebook and some other useless things. Check the notebook. The notebook included some ideas on surviving without electricity and previous owner's comments on the situation. It looked as if he was running away from someone. Read further. Apparently the person had something his enemies wanted and threw it into the backpack. Sure, let's search again. In a hidden compartment you found a compass. For a moment its needle stopped still showing north, but then it stood still showing north, but then it started spinning around and then it pointed north in another direction. I guess we can take it. You know, we can't trust anybody, I guess. And we are gonna die soon. I'm gonna see if you can rest again. Hopefully not starve. At the side of the road you can see a pile of rubbish. Around it you can see some traces. What should we do next? Check the traces. We need food, so whatever we can do. Footprints circle around the pile mixed with animal tracks. Suddenly you heard something. Was it the wind? Maybe something more. It might be a trap. But where are the traces gone? When you follow the footsteps, you end up in an abandoned school. Classes were empty, glasses, windows made a rather grim impression. We have to find food. The classrooms were empty and already devastated. Crude graffiti covered the walls. Loose papers and the worn-out textbooks were everywhere. I doubt if there's anything of interest here. All those fallen dreams, indeed. That was not worth it. All right. I mean. Let's rest. Let's nap. Short nap. She's gonna start starving. Yeah, we don't have food for you. I'm sorry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just get her some energy. Fill her up on energy so she can start going onwards to glory. Even though she's sad and she's probably gonna starve soon. Oh, thick forest. Let's scatter. It was a mistake to scatter. We couldn't help one another. Okay. We won't get them anything. Well, they're both almost dead. We saw a group in the distance. It either was a woman that looked like they were looking for something. They might be friendly, sure. We approached the group that quickly shifted to protect the woman, clearly their leader. She was pale and sickly, but stood her ground. She asked whether we came from the old camp. Yes, we came. They were looking for survivors from the old camp. Some were still missing after the desperate retreat, and they could be in trouble. Do you know Frank? Frank was her husband and the co-leader of the camp, but she told us how to get there. But she had to finish her mission before returning here. Let's go. Maybe we can find food there. Anything. Smoke was slowly rising from a mansion before you. The last remnant of fire that must have flickered below. What shall we do now? Let's go. We need food. As you approach the source of smoke, you saw that the biggest fire died out some time ago. The main part of the mansion and the front garden was burned down. Carefully. Search it carefully. As you go around the ground floor, with every step you hear the house creaking, as its foundation barely stood after the fire. It looks like it's not safe at all to wander here. It looks like a kitchen. Let's go. As you moved to what was left in the kitchen, a sudden crack made you look back. The earth trembled as one of the walls fell. Run forward into the kitchen. You ran through the garden and bushes, hurting yourself. For sure it wasn't safe enough to wander around. Ah, god damn it. I wanted to stay in the kitchen. Let's go. Sarah's almost dead. And also. Your surroundings were pretty peaceful. You felt as it was a good spot to stay a little bit. Rest, think about the road so far. What do you want to do? Search. See if you're safe. Wow. She's almost dead. After a brief search, you saw that there were no other people here but you. What next? Sit for a while and think. We have to... Oh, what is that? Okay, tell me, what is that? You heard something? You're not sure why, but I feel like something or someone is observing you. Observed you. Search. You surveyed the area again, but again didn't see anything. Still couldn't rest just like that anymore. Yeah, let's hit the road. The brave little girl turned out to be too brave. She didn't complain trying to keep up with the grown-ups. We wish she did. That way we would notice that she's exhausted she's exhausted beyond hopes for recovery. Bury her. She's not gonna be too happy. We found a peaceful spot under a tree she would have loved. We're sad, but in a way relieved. Our journey has put the girl through hell, and we can't help thinking she's better off now. We'll miss her, but Sarah's probably gonna die in like seconds. Oh! Group of kids attacking us. Avoid the rocks. That hurts. Oh, she's dead. We ignore the kids, but rocks hit us hard. Run away! We ran while more precise stones followed us and hit hard. Was it worth it? At least we're alive. I don't think we're alive. Our health does not look like we're alive. I'm starving. We need to eat something. Great! A man ran towards us. What is he into? Hide. Not stopping, holding some packet close to his side. Run after him. We tried to catch him, but he was way too far from you. Okay. And Sarah... As he went on, you heard some crying. A woman holding her kid in her arms. The kid seemed unconscious. None of my business. We need food. Or maybe she's gonna give us food if we can help. The woman almost shouted at you that no, he's not alright. That they were attacked by some madmen. They had nothing now, and she's going to lose even her son. Probably saw the man. She was indifferent to that news. Yeah. Sarah should be also indifferent. In front of us, there was a derelict shop with some apartments above. Even though this place looked peaceful because there were no windows left, the building made a rather grim impression. Yeah, check it. Maybe you can find food. Let's try searching. Please, food. Used up everyday medicine. Used to keep illness at bay. Maybe the owner left for search for more. After blackout, it will be difficult to get resupply. So we didn't get actual medicine. And you found nothing. Door's locked. You heard some rustle behind the door. It was a strange sound, a little bit like claws clapping on the floor or paper being rushed around. What shall we do? Try it. A stray molted dog stepped to you, growling. You could count its ribs. It must have been kept here for a while. Help the dog. Dog's teeth snapped nearby your hand, and the animal took its chance to flee. Maybe it will be happier outside unless it won't become someone else's prey. Probably would be happier outside. And we can't do anything. Great. It's time to go on, Sarah. You haven't found food or medicine. As we walked through high grass along the lakeshore, mosquitoes and other insects kept annoying us. It is us, or were they more aggressive than they used to be? Something strange here. Some of the insects flew in unusual swarms, even more agitated than usual. It lasted for a short moment, then we saw a distinct change in their movement. Shouldn't get into high grass in the future, maybe, yeah. The world changed. Indeed. And so did Sarah's hunger. Oh, great. Let's hold tight and fight. Probably a bad idea. Try to flee before they reach us. We'll lash out for the exit, leaving some of the supplies behind in rush. Well, at least they're not following us. Sudden barking brings us back from our thoughts. A dog runs towards us, his owner behind him. The animal is strong and overgrown, like one of those breeds to protect and fight. Pet the dog? The dog dodged the hand clapping at us with his teeth. At his owner's praise, he waggled a tail a little bit, but didn't stop observing us, ready to protect his human needed. Not gonna try to rob them, man. What are you doing here? The man didn't want to talk to us. He warned us about some stray dogs in the area attacking careless travelers. His dog guarded him at all time. Okay. Good. Good for you, Sarah. It was a long journey. We finally found Frank's camp. Let's go. We hoped it to be a haven, but what we saw was dreary. It was filled with people suffering from some strange illness. Look for Frank. People here seemed a tight-knit group, helping each other however they could. Most of them look upon us as intruders, possibly dangerous ones. Is there still hope? People living in this community started regaining hope when their old camp was attacked. That broke many of them. Should we even dream about rebuilding and restoring what was lost? We can't help them. Let's just go to Frank's tent. Frank's tent was bigger, a bit larger. God damn it! Start reading properly. Than others, but it wasn't in any better state than others. We approached it with hesitations. Yeah. We entered the tent to meet Frank. The camp leader eyed us carefully, then explained that he was expecting someone else. We're sorry he didn't make it. We couldn't tell whether the doctor's death or its implications worried Frank more. Without his friend, there was no way of saving many of the people in the camp, including Frank's wife. Need help? We need help! He did, but he doubted we could help him anyway. What about the promised help? All Frank could do was to let you stay in the night. Without the doctor, things have changed. He had to take care of his people. Yeah, the doctor said you owe him. It was irrelevant now. Without the doctor, Frank had to find another way to support his people. We could help. Frank shook his head. We weren't planning on staying. Wow. What a dick. At that moment, a woman entered the tent and hugged Frank. It was his wife, who seemed pale and exhausted. Apparently, she already knew about the doctor's demise. I'll leave them alone. We should go. We decided to spend the night at the camp and use the chance to get proper rest. As we sat down, we heard noise coming from around Frank's tent. It's none of our business, really. Mao approached our tent, screaming angrily. The Carla's death was our fault. The atmosphere got tense instantly. It seemed like they were out for blood. Wow, nice. Accusations of killing Carla turned to threats and people reached for weapons. We started backing out, feeling Frank's cold gaze. You know what? You're insane, people. Carla's death was the last straw of these people. It broke them, and we saw people sobbing, screaming, lost without their guiding angel. Billing accompanied us for a long time. We should leave. Relieved, we left the camp behind us, still hearing the uproar that this death caused. We were hoping this was our last meeting with these people. Back on the road, hungry, almost dead. Oh, great. Electropole was about to fall. Away from it? We moved away in the very last moment. A minute longer and the pole would fall on one of us. That made us both happy and distressed. Let's not waste more time. Let's go. Let's go, boys. You can do this. On our way, you spot a rustic house untouched by the blackout. Half-open door looked as if it was left in a hurry, but its inhabitants have left their car in the driveway. Let's search it. Please, food? Oh, food, boys. Long forgotten student handbooks. Hardly any university will still be open now. Maybe when we finally get from our knees after the blackout, we will go back to science. Probably not. Nothing and nothing. Let's camp after this. It's time to go. Camp, camp, camp. Food, food, food. Oh, let's go. She can nom nom. Food. Eat that. Well, she's feeling a bit better. Maybe I should have rested for a second, actually. That was stupid. As you approach a little hill in front of you, you felt some strange stench. Come close. You know, could have been an ambush. As you climbed up the hill, a solitary grave emerged. Behind it, lower in the valley in front of you, someone dumped several human bodies. Robbed the bodies. It bloody hurts. Whoa. Rotting flesh was disgusting and made search difficult. We felt sick immediately. All of our effort was in vain, as the bodies must have been robbed before. Great. Did that hurt you? It's unfortunate. We walked through a bridge over a small canal. The water seemed strange and something reeked again, but it was a rather chemical stench. Sure, let's check the canal. The smell slightly changed, but so did the color of water. It became oily and rainbowy. The source was not far. Some metal barrels stood on the edge of the canal. Sure, check the barrels. Some concentrated farming solution for insects or fungi. We weren't sure which. It was evident that it wasn't safe. Nothing for us here, unfortunately. We heard flies buzzing and it came back in flashbacks. The bodies rotting out in the open over a grave. The flies, the stench. Will we end up the same? We can't be surprised like that, yes. Sarah is silent. Sure. Sarah analyzed everything that happened so far. She didn't want to end up like those people in the hill, but at the same time she felt wary. see if you can camp. I'm gonna have her drink the booze. Because she is very unhappy. There you go. We have anything in the inventory? Oh, we do have jacket. Can we equip the cane as well? Oh, rather equip the knife. And blankie? Yeah, there you go. I thought we lost all of that. Let's see if we can rest for a moment, regen, but our food's gonna go down. Oh boy. That was probably a stupid idea. Let's go. Pair stood over the lake, woman crying her eyes out. The lake here was strange, very slimy. Sup, boys? The man stepped between the woman and us. She wasn't going anywhere, still crying unwillingly. He engaged in conversation with us. Anything to trade? They didn't. They had only bare necessities and they wouldn't suffice for long. That moment he grabbed his wife, who slowly started going down to the lake. We can't help, we don't have anything. The man was thankful that we didn't rob him or harm his wife. Yeah, let's go. She's starving. A roof glimpsed behind tree crows. It's quiet around here. Yeah, we're gonna go there. After we walked through the torn down fence and weeded front yard, we were at the door of the place. The place looked rather rugged and poor. Well, we have to see if there's a kitchen. In the kitchen, you saw empty medicine package and a short note with shaky handwriting. I had it too. I will burn in hell. There's nothing more in here, no useful resources. Well, that's great. That's just peachy. Oh boy, what is this? We saw a white feathered carcass nearby. It didn't stink, so it could have been fresh. The ground around the hover was trampled with numerous tracks. Let's take the carcass. It was half of a swan. Wow, divided with a clean cut. Weren't sure if all the blood around it came from the bird or the one who flayed it, as not all the tracks were human. Check the meat, for sure. It's fresh enough and probably would be able to use it later. Carve it. We managed to carve the meat nicely. Oh, 3 food, boys. Thanks to what we could take more of it. However, we noticed a solitary wolf observing us from the distance. Oh boy. Let's go. Camp. Nom noms. We got foods. We got food, boys. We got food. Okay, now with the food. With more food in her belly. Oh, look at that. Just fill yourself up. Just eat all the food. Probably, you know what? That's not. There's no need for that. Eat all the food. Take a long sleep. I think that healed her a bit. And also, she's much hungrier now. Again. Eat that last food now. Thank you. Okay, she is better. But this video has been going on for long enough, so I think this is the time where I'm gonna cut it for now. Thank you everybody for watching. I do hope you enjoyed surviving the blackout with me. As I said, the game has just arrived on Steam today, so go check it out. Just, you know, wishlist it if you liked it, and if you really liked it, well, support the devs and grab it for yourself. But for now, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Koko out.